Okay, perfect. So moving on to Transformers, and this is why I wore my Transformers shirts. Transformers, I've been watching since the 80s. Big fan of Transformers. I was a huge fan of Starscream, of the cartoons. Don't get me wrong. That's just don't. You know what? I don't care what you guys have to say about Transformers. Starscream was my favorite character out of the 80s cartoons. And to be honest with me, he's still one of my top favorite characters. But I just wanted to bring this to an attention. And it has nothing to do with the fact that there's a Transformer 7 movie coming out, and people believe that they should just stop making them. But if I remember correctly, and I didn't really watch too much of the Beast Wars TV series during the 90s, so I'm kind of interested in seeing how this movie's going to do with that. But the reason why I'm bringing this to the attention here, or at least why I'm bringing this to you guys, has nothing to do with the movie itself. It has to do with the fact that pictures were released. And this is the director, I believe. Let me see here. Let me make sure, because I don't remember. I read this a couple days ago. So let's see. Yeah, so the director wanted to put out some movies, not movies. The director put out some pictures of the of the movie, and here's two of the pictures that he put out. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you why I definitely brought this to the attention. And it has something to do with a car that I'm totally in love with, that I never see in movies, and that never gets any praise. And I think it's one of the most underrated cars out there. So here you have your regular Autobots. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be Bumblebee, because he was Camaro, and this is like an upgraded version. I'm not sure who the Volkswagen is. This is Optimus. I want to say that this is Mirage. The article that I had pulled up there doesn't really tell you enough details on there, and I've been trying to stay away from this movie and not get as much information, or try to keep as much information away from myself about this movie, because I want to be surprised. I don't want to just start getting information in the whole entire time, and then when I go see the movie, I'm like, oh, okay, it is what it is, right? I want to be surprised, and I want to be entertained. I really don't care whether this movie is bad and people think it's bad. I just want to be entertained and let my mind go when I go see this movie. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is going to be Mirage, and I think it's because of the 80s. No, not the 80s, but maybe at some point I think I saw Mirage, or this looks like it would be Mirage, and I believe this is going to be Acri. I can't pronounce her name, but I believe that's also going to be her, which is always with Optimus, and kind of goes. It's like Optimus, one of Optimus' second-hand Autobots. So I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know. I'm pretty sure you guys will let me know in the comments. If you know who the Volkswagen Beetle is, or not the Beetle, but the Volkswagen wagon is, let me know in the comments, because I have no idea. I'm guessing. Again, I've been trying to stay away from this as much as possible, but I saw the pictures and I was so ecstatic that I needed to bring it up. But if you know who every single one of these are, put it in the comments below. I'm pretty sure, like I said, this is Bumblebee, Optimus, I want to say Mirage, and Acri. At least that's how I've always pronounced it. This, do not know. But again, this is the reason why I brought this up. And this is one of the most underrated cars out there. And this is a 1993 or 94, because the movie is based in 1994 as far as I know, because I read the stupid article. So, and even though the article doesn't really go in details about the cars, I know it's based in 1994. So this is a 1993 Nissan Skyline GTR. which is one of the most underrated cars out there. People, for some reason, hate on this JDM car. That is my favorite Skyline out of all the Skylines out there. It has always been the 93. And for anybody who says that this is not a 93, you know what? If you don't think this is an R33, tell me why you don't think this is an R33. If you think I'm wrong and it's not an R33 and you think it's an R32, tell me. Let me know, because I believe it's a 33. I'm just looking at the shape of the pillar here, right? Just looking at the shape of the pillar. I can't really take a look at the headlights, even though they do look a little bit more round, but because it's been heavily modified, right? There's a lot of stuff going on here and this car's been modified. So I'm not gonna base it on the headlights. I'm not gonna base it on the bumper, on the bumper cover. I'm not gonna base it on the wide kit that it's got going on here. I'm basing it on this pillar alone. And just on that pillar alone, I believe this is going to be an R33. I honestly, I know it's an R33. And again, it's one of the most underrated Skylines out there. It's one of the best Skylines out there. I think it's one of the best Skylines out there. And you can hate on it all you want. If you're not a huge Skyline fan, hate on it. If you're a Skyline fan and you hate on it, then you're not a Skyline fan at all. I'm just telling you that this picture, when I saw it, it freaking said, you know what? And I know that this is part of either the Terracoons, if I'm not mistaken. That this is going to be someone from the Terracoons. I don't know. Terracoons. Wow, I'm mispronouncing that so bad. Terracons. The Terracons. I'm pretty sure that these are the bad guys. I'm pretty sure. But either way, I don't care as long as they don't destroy the car. Just don't destroy the car. I just somehow, some way, let this car make it through the whole movie intact. That's all I want. Just because it's an R33. Okay? Just that. All right, so again, if you guys, if you think I'm hating, or if you guys are hating on this, I'm sorry. I'm just saying the R33 is the most underrated and one of the best Skylines out there. You can say the GTR is, I don't care. You can say the R34 is, which it's a great freaking Skyline, and the GTR is a great freaking GTR because it's technically not a Skyline anymore. But this one's the most underrated, and I think it's one of the best ones. Just saying. Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. Also, leave your comments below. If you want to chat about any of these topics or any others, consider joining my live stream during my 1-hour pre-gaming news recap. I'm Eric the Inadequate, and until next time.